Toni Braxton wasn't supposed to say it out loud, but in a raw moment that's now circulating across Instagram and Twitter, the 6-time Grammy winner finally named the source of her family's decades of dysfunction, her mother, Evelyn Braxton. What you're about to see isn't just another celebrity family feud. This is the untold story of how one mother's unresolved bitterness toward her ex-husband Michael Braxton allegedly created a prison of guilt and obligation for her most famous daughter, and why Toni, now approaching her 60s, has reportedly cut off almost all communication with the woman who raised her.
But the responsibility of it is so heavy for me. I feel I can never live my life, and I never used to say it. I never used to say anything to anybody, but since we've been doing this show.
The Braxton family first burst into our living rooms in 2011 with Braxton Family Values on WETV. Viewers watched Toni alongside her sisters Tawanda, Tracy, Trina, and Tamar navigate their personal and professional lives under the watchful eye of their mother, Evelyn. On the surface, it looked like a close-knit family dealing with normal sister drama. But when you rewatch those episodes, knowing what we know now, something else becomes painfully clear. In a 2014 episode, family therapist Dr. Sherry Blake sat across from Evelyn and delivered a pointed assessment. Evelyn could say some things out her mouth that are really cutting. But your daughters are being held emotionally hostage to your ex-wife's bitterness towards you. The camera cut to Evelyn's face, stone cold, unyielding.
Evelyn could say some things out her mouth that are really cutting.
But your daughters are being held emotionally hostage to your ex-wife's bitterness towards you. You and her need to get on the same side of the table and free those girls. Because the elephant in the room that nobody will talk about is Evelyn Braxton's attitude.
Michael Braxton, Toni's father, nodded in agreement, adding, "You and her need to get on the same side of the table and free those girls because the elephant in the room that nobody will talk about is Evelyn Braxton's attitude." Evelyn's response? She didn't address the concern. Instead, she deflected, "Letting your mother run your life. How dare he try to tell me how to raise my kids after he abandoned us?"
Letting your mother run your life.
How dare he try to tell me how to raise my kids after he have abandoned us? He has some nerve.
Y'all have lives to live yourself, and she can't run her life, her home, and your home too.
You know what? Had you been home long enough to help me to raise them, it wouldn't be such a problem. But where were you? Out there hanging in the street,
What did you do
doing
all
whatever
day?
you were
What
big
did you
enough
do
to
all
do.
day long?
What did you do?
What did you
What
do?
did you do?
But here's where things don't add up. Michael Braxton did abandon the family. There's no dispute there. In her 2017 book, Evelyn detailed how Michael carried on a year affair, even bringing his mistress into their marital home.
Because you went to my house and had sex in my bed? So you mad with me? You know? You mad with me because you bring this woman in my bathroom and y'all have sex in my bathroom with the candles?
Oh, it was romantic? Lord.
Candles all around the tub?
Oh.
And she's gonna leave her big underwear on the floor? So you mad with me because I would not tolerate this mess?
I always...
Come on now.
"You went to my house and had sex in my bed," Evelyn recounted in a heated confrontation on the show. "You know you mad with me? Could you bring this woman in my bathroom and y'all have sex in my bathroom with the candles?" That's devastating. No one would question Evelyn's pain. But what makes observers uncomfortable is how Evelyn has repeatedly insisted she's not bitter. "I don't think I am bitter at all," she stated during a 2018 interview on The Real. Yet her actions tell a different story. After the divorce in the late 1980s, multiple sources close to the family have confirmed that Evelyn made it clear her children had to choose sides. There was no middle ground. When Tracy Braxton maintained a relationship with her father, Michael, Evelyn allegedly punished her with silent treatments and exclusion from family gatherings.
Now, friends, when we talking about the Braxton family values, we really got to talk about the real problem, the mama. The mama was causing so many problems. The mama was the reason why all them girls had an issue with each other. That she was the reason why all of them had some type of deep-rooted issue with each other. Because every time, and I mean every time she sat there and led the discussion, it showed, you're the reason why this girl feels like this. You are egging a lot of things on instead of really nipping it in the bud.
Toni, watching this play out, reportedly walked on eggshells, trying to appease her mother while secretly longing for a relationship with her father. But the real escalation came as Toni's career skyrocketed in the early 1990s. With hits like Another Sad Love Song and Breathe Again, Toni became the family's primary breadwinner. And according to former family friend and industry insider Kelly C. in a 2020 YouTube interview, Evelyn made sure Toni never forgot her obligations. Every time Toni got a new opportunity, whether it was a tour, a deal, or even just personal success, Evelyn would remind her, "Don't forget about your sisters." "Bring your sisters along," Kelly revealed. It wasn't presented as a suggestion. It was presented as a duty. When Toni secured record deals for her sisters through her label connections and those deals reportedly underperformed, Evelyn allegedly turned the blame back on Toni. In a 2016 episode of Braxton Family Values, Toni broke down in tears. "I feel like I do. I feel like they don't let me fly. I heard you say I don't give myself permission to fly because there you go, they have waited. That's it."
I feel like I do. I feel like they don't let me fly. I don't.
I heard you say
I don't
that.
give myself permission to fly because
There you go.
they make
That's
me
it.
feel weighted.
That's it.
The financial toll was staggering. In 1998, Toni filed for bankruptcy, citing debts between $1 million and $10 million. While poor early contracts were partly to blame, multiple entertainment journalists have noted how much of Toni's income went to supporting her family, buying homes, paying bills, funding her sister's projects. But here's what most viewers missed. During this same period, Evelyn launched her own ventures, including a line of food products called Evelyn's Soul Food. In a 2015 Instagram post that has since been deleted, Evelyn promoted her business with the caption, "Support Black-owned businesses. My new line is available now." The irony wasn't lost on followers. Toni was drowning in debt while her mother encouraged fans to support her entrepreneurial dreams. The hidden side of this story becomes even darker when you look at Toni's health. Diagnosed with lupus in 2008, Toni has been open about how stress exacerbates her condition. During a 2019 appearance on Good Morning America, Toni revealed, "The responsibility of it is so heavy for me. I feel like I can never live my life, and I never used to say it. I never used to say anything to anybody, but since we've been doing this show," what Toni didn't say directly, but what medical professionals have long speculated, is that autoimmune conditions like lupus are often triggered or worsened by chronic stress. And what's been Toni's most consistent source of stress for 3 decades? Her family dynamic with Evelyn at the center. The mid-video twist comes when you look at how other celebrity families have handled similar betrayals. Take Tina Knowles' mother to Beyonce and Solange. After discovering her husband, Matthew Knowles, had fathered a child with another woman, Tina divorced him in 2011. But here's the critical difference. Tina never forced her daughters to choose sides. In her 2022 book, Mama Tina, Raising Beyonce and Solange, she wrote explicitly about the importance of co-parenting respectfully. "I knew my girls needed their father, regardless of what happened between us."
Let me know if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So looking at Tina Knowles and her children, and looking at Evelyn Braxton and her girls, it's proof to me that forgiveness or unforgiveness and bitterness can trickle down to your kids. I feel like Tina Knowles is the reason why Solange and Beyonce are able to persevere and press through adversity with grace and poise. I know this is a weird way to put it, but Beyonce and Solange was able to see their parents go through a healthy divorce. Even Miss Tina acknowledged that they did not go back and forth. And honestly, she had every reason to be bitter and not forgive him for having an outside baby on her. And then on the other hand, we can look at Miss Evelyn Braxton and see why her daughters are still on each other's neck in their 40s and 50s.
Look at Tina Knowles. After Matthew Knowles fathered an outside child, she divorced him, but never forced Beyonce and Solange to choose sides. The result? 2 women who still have healthy relationships with both parents, no reality TV trauma, no decades of dysfunction. Now look at Evelyn Braxton. Michael Braxton's infidelity didn't just end a marriage, it became Evelyn's weapon. She forced her daughters to pick sides, turned Toni into the family's cash cow, and trapped her in guilt for 30 years. Who benefits? Not Toni, who's publicly battled debt and lupus flare-ups. Not the sisters, only Evelyn. Just watch Toni's 2022 appearance on the Tamron Hall Show. When asked directly about her mother, Toni forced a tight smile and called her a character. That clip went viral on Twitter for a reason. So I'll leave you with this. Is Evelyn Braxton truly blind to the wreckage she caused? Or has she weaponized her pain so perfectly that she can no longer tell the difference between protecting her family and controlling it?